All right, so here we are with another installment of our marketing tip for teachers and coaches. And we've got a guest today on this case study and marketing tip and lesson with Stephen Zutke. Welcome, Stephen in Texas. Hello.
How we doing? How we doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Welcome. Welcome to our case study and interview. And, first off, I always like to, share really, because I'm all about results. Everything else is a bunch of baloney. And I really believe that, documentation beats conversation and hype and a bunch of baloney, right? So let's just really cut to the chase to start off this marketing tip with first, I know that you're pretty new here into the golf business, accelerator program. And, just a few weeks ago, and if I could just be frank, I like to be transparent with everybody about what's happened. You were struggling. You were having a pretty tough time mentally, emotionally, as well as financially. And then you're now, I guess, three weeks later. Is that about right? 3 weeks?
Actually, yeah, right about that.
Okay. So tell us what's your, what happened for you? What's happened from where you were and to where you are right now? What's gone on and just kind of share with people your story.
Yeah, I've been in this golf industry for a while and moved place to place. And the thing about it is you have to have a plan. You have to have a intention every day. The things that have worked for me in the past, 2-3 weeks now has been really, I'm holding myself accountable for day-to-day actions, not only, the monthly goal or the weekly goal, but day-to-day that has really kicked up for me. Even if you're busy, even if it's a Saturday and you have 6 on the book, and you don't really feel like, sending out any marketing, doing anything on the computer. You just have to do it.
Where were you at? Like, now you were struggling financially 3 weeks ago. What's happened for you just in the past few days, this past week? What's the total new sign-up enrollments and money that you've made? Let's cut to the chase for people. What's happened for you financially?
So in the past 3 weeks, I've sold 5 packages for just over $5,000.
Okay. So you went from struggling. Wait, I want to get it clear though, because you went from struggling. I know that you're like, you were kind of, you were worried.
I was super worried. I was super worried.
And that's okay. People, it's winter months right now. People are kind of going, oh my God, my business is going to slow down. And I say baloney. It doesn't have to, in spite of what typically people have been doing for years or not doing or what they've experienced for years. It's still, they're allowing it to happen just because it's happening for most everybody else because there's snow on the ground, right? Baloney, and we'll prove it, to a little over $5,000 in packages sold. And it's pretty darn cold right now where you're at, right? What's the temperature right now?
It's 43 degrees and the wind chill is going to about 38. So nobody's on the range right now.
Nobody's on the range right now. You still had over $5,000 in income come in the last few weeks. It's actually literally been really in 2 weeks. It's not less than 10 days that's happened for you in the slow winter months. And it's been amazing. So what's been your impression? I think you talked about accountability because a part of our program, of course, is about strategic, marketing and sales and some very unique things that we do that are proprietary. We can't share everything away for free, like free golf lessons. We don't do that here. But we want to give some value and share some things with you folks here in just a minute. For those of you that are patient here with us, I'll share some great stuff with you. But what's been your takeaways? What's been the biggest benefits for you with our program along with accountability?
Just direction, a little bit more direction with what to do steps by step by step. I mean, you lay it out. I mean, you can always, so I actually took 2 steps back and redid the same steps, but I did them better because I had more of an understanding and a better direction and a better psyche for going about doing, the process. And I'm 1 step past where I left off before I went back, and I feel 10 times better about the content and the marketing ability that I have, not only online but in person. You know, um, talking to people, selling people, closing the deal, asking, for this, asking for that, and just becoming a better
Let's talk about that, because
emotional
we don't like
salesman.
sell people like a used car salesman. I don't
Mhm.
even use the word closing deal. I use the word enrollment, because I
Enrollment.
believe that golf, especially with the word enrollment, I believe it to mean to move, touch, and inspire somebody, right?
Definitely.
It's not
Definitely.
about being pushy or being some used cheesy car salesperson or pushing. I mean, you're not pushy or anything like that. If anything, you're very humble, kind of a low key, nice guy. You're not some sales slick person by any means, right?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, and you don't have to be, nor should you be, because it is about inspiring people, I believe, and inspiring a potential student, right? And we do have a method for doing that, and that works extremely well, along with some of the other things that we teach. What's interesting about it, let's talk about leads for a second. Now, you were really struggling to have any new student leads. And
I was.
in the last couple of weeks, what's a total number of new student leads that with the accelerator program that you've created?
I've had 32 new leads. I've
Hey,
gotten 12 of them or I got 12 of them to come and actually take a lesson.
all right, so you got 12 people in the door so far out of the 32 leads, which is awesome. That's almost a 50% show up ratio. And the other people will still be coming in based on scheduling and all that other stuff. And 32 leads in the last, whatever, 10 days, couple weeks. But it's the slow time of year at 30 some degrees outside. And
Mm-hmm.
we talk to the other teachers around the world that are watching these lessons, and I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna say, what's your excuse? And I think I did this to you as well. What excuse? And this is part of the lesson I wanted to share with the teachers and coaches around the world. What excuse, right, are you telling yourself? Or what limiting belief do you have that it's cold outside, or it's the winter time, and of course it's going to be slow? I say baloney, BS. It doesn't have to be unless you let it be, right? And we're proving that
Mm-hmm.
over and over
Definitely.
again. And that's very contrary to what happens in most people's businesses, because they believe that to be true and they accept that as a reality because it's been the reality for years now, or 10 years or 20 years. That's the way it is with most people, right?
Definitely.
How many
Definitely.
golf teachers and instructors around the world, when it gets cold outside or snow on the ground, think it has to be slow? I call BS, baloney. It doesn't have to be, right? And we've proven that over and over again with teachers in various countries around the world that, one of the things I called you out, and if I can, be blunt, we had talked about work habits, right? Work habits is, there's nothing magical about our program. It's not like you push a button and magically, woo, all the money's coming in from the sky and it is falling into our lap, and our phone is just magically ringing because I said it was going to, and I willed it with my telepathic powers. No, we work, baby. We work hard, right?
Definitely.
We work
Definitely.
hard. And
You have to do what you have to do the work. You have to
yeah,
put in the
absolutely.
work. You got to
And,
put in
and
the time.
And I called you out on this, and this is a part of it. Now, I think a part of the program is knowing what to do, right? It's having the
Mm-hmm.
strategy, it's having the proper actions, and we have those down to a map, like a step-by-step map, right?
Definitely.
The second part of it was I called you out because you weren't doing all of them, were you?
I was not.
Okay.
I
Okay, I
definitely
called
was
you
not.
out. I called you out. And that's, some people need a kick in the butt. Okay. Some people do need a really good kick in the air or kick in the derriere. You know what I mean? So a part of this is about accountability. And if somebody's out there watching, and I don't care what country, what demographic, what market that you're in as a golf teacher or a golf coach or a fitness coach or a biomechanic or a fitness trainer or somebody who's in a coaching industry or teaching field, I'd said to you, I want you to show me on paper, how many hours did you spend today on marketing actions, right?
Hmm.
Marketing actions. How many hours today? And then show me on a piece of paper what you did. And you better not be telling me you walked the range, you walked the drive, or whatever that baloney, old school, used car sales, golf stuff is. We don't do that stuff. And the bottom line is that I wanted to share with the other golf teachers and instructors and fitness trainers and PTs and retail stores and golf studios and simulator studios that we've got as a part of the program. What marketing actions did you do today? And how many hours did you spend today on marketing, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to answer how many today?
I know you did. I know. I already know. I already got you. We talked earlier, on our coaching session video. So I know that you're on it now, baby. And hence your results aren't magical. Okay, they're happy because you had an exact step-by-step game plan, but you finally kicked yourself in the butt with a little bit of help, and you did the actions. And this is the call out. This is the big wake up call to the fitness trainers, the PT, the business owners, the golf instructors. How many hours today did you spend on building your business? How many hours this week are you going to spend and invest into marketing actions, into getting your phone to ring, into getting people in the door? And you wouldn't believe how many people that I talk to, from chiropractors to PTs to biomechanics to golf teachers to fitness trainers and everybody else in between. And they went, what do you mean? It's like, oh, I called up, whatever. It's
I was one of them.
Right. And it's just through lack of awareness, of course, number one. And then again, they don't really have a gauge or a guidepost of what they should be doing compared to what they've been doing habitually for many, many years, sometimes decades, sometimes. And Definitely. It's really just like a golf swing. Sometimes it's hard to get people out of their lack of proper execution of habits, but it's not magic. It is work. We do put in the elbow grease and we do need to take the action. So the big takeaway, from this, the wake up call, along with your amazing results, and this is just the beginning for you. Imagine what we're going to be at in 6 weeks time, in 8 weeks time, and then after 90 days.
It's exciting. It really is. It's super exciting.
One golf teacher break $103,500 in 92 days. Now that's unheard of. We're shattering every industry record, Stephen, and it's not an accident in the history of our sport. And we're really proud about growing the sport because it's going to be golf teachers like you, not the PGA, that is responsible for growing our sport globally.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
With a great work ethic and great strategy, you're going to do it. And the other golf teachers are going to do it. And that's really what it's going to take to grow our sport. Okay. It's not relying just on the media. It's what we do in the trenches every day, right? Teaching.
That's what we're doing.
Right. So
that's why we're doing it.
Proud of you. And I mean, it's amazing the results that you're doing, but the message that we really wanted to share is an accountability wake up call, to the business owners and golf teachers, part-time or full-time, regardless of their indoor, outdoor academy or simulators, or if they're a PT or a biomechanic or a chiro or a physical trainer, whatever they may be. How many hours today did you spend marketing and getting your business growing? And what did you do? And then also, what excuse do you have that you're holding on to that is holding you back from growing your business? Is your excuse that it's wintertime? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. That is just another baloney excuse that has habitually gone into people's reality because there's snow on the ground. I don't care. There is still a way to make a little over $5,000 and 30-some degrees with snow on the ground. So it's not an excuse that I buy. And that's the wake-up call today, is what excuse have you told yourself? And what excuse or consideration have you bought, usually for free, from a bunch of other broke business owners and golf teachers or instructors or PTs or fitness trainers or whoever else you've been influenced by? Because I don't buy it. And we can prove it time and time again that I don't care what the weather is like. And I don't care what your demographic is like in your city. We definitely have proven and broken that old paradigm and model that it is very, very real to create massive success and results and income, right?
Definitely. Hands down, easily, not even a question.
Well, I appreciate your time and congratulations. We're excited. We're going to keep tracking your success and your results, with the accountability that we have, of course, with a part of our program, along with an amazing program and system, with some great stuff that's been pre-made, but you've got to take action on it, right?
Definitely. Help yourself by doing the work. Don't just do 1 hour. Do 5, do 10.
Can you
And
imagine what your business would be like if you put in 10 hours of marketing actions or 20 hours of marketing actions? And if your business is slow, you've got all the time in the world, right?
nobody's on the range, what am I going to do? I'm not
Exactly
going to go
right.
cry about it. I'm going to go do some marketing.
I know, but let's make some excuses and cry and go boo hoo. It's snow on the ground. It's cold outside. It's raining. Boo hoo. You know what I
Big
say?
girls don't cry, man.
What do we say to that? What do we say to that, Stephen?
Wake up
Wake up,
call.
you little baby. Put on your big boy pants and your big girl pants. Let's get to work and make some stuff happen.
Amen.
Amen,
Amen.
brother. All right. Thanks again for being on the call. I think we gave a nice wake up call to all the other broke instructors that are out there struggling because it's winter time. I think we had them put on their big boy and big girl pants today. All right.
Stay
Have an
warm in
amazing day.
Vegas.
I'll see you on our next coaching session. Take care,
Sounds
everybody.
great.
Bye-bye.
Bye.